And did you remember Paige Lawrence, Priscilla's
Brother.
brother? Well, he used to torment me all the way back from the mail pickup.
Because the mail pickup was about 2 miles away.
Yeah.
Down by
We
Donald.
walked out to get the mail at this local general store.
And we were talking about the Brewster cottage, and where I spent my childhoods, and my mother did too. And she used to go down with her grandparents, my great grandparents. And just now she realized that she said they played all their games with a kerosene lamp at night. And I said, was there electricity? She said, no, there couldn't have been, because they had to use a candle to go upstairs to their bedrooms, and that there was a soapstone sink with a water pump. That's how you got your water. And that's the same house that eventually I spent, is still there. And it hasn't changed a whole lot, except that there's electricity and
No,
water.
but of course Charlie put a laundry in down in the third floor basement.
Oh, the best story. When I was about 8 years old, we had 2 red shaggy rugs in the boys' bedroom upstairs. And Betty Barnes, the domestic goddess, decided to wash. And they had a wringer washer. She threw the red rugs into the washer. And that summer we had white Keds, white t-shirts, and white shorts. And she threw all of my cousins and my clothing in with the red rugs. And
I'd forgotten that.
baby pink was not a color anyone was wearing. No 8-year-old boy anywhere was wearing baby pink. Bright. It was basically a little bit paler than this. And
Well, that might explain everything.
it might explain everything. And we were mortified because we had to go out and play in pink ensembles, socks, everything was pink.
We had a lot of fun.
We did have a lot of fun. And should we tell a story about the Hurricane Carol? Did you do that the other night? Did you take Hurricane Carol?
I don't think so.
Oh, she wasn't here then. Hurricane Carol, I was 1 year old. Donna would have been about 1.5, and my other cousin was 1. They had come to Massachusetts to stay with my mother, and my grandmother was living. We lived in an old farmhouse. That farmhouse was built probably in 1800.
Yeah.
The Burlington House. And our den had a massive stone chimney, a stone fireplace and chimney. It was with
An open fireplace.
a big fireplace. And what she's told me, when the Hurricane Carol came through, they lost all power for a
We had
week.
3 kids in diapers.
And there were no paper diapers. There were no disposable diapers. Everything was cloth
They
diapers.
were regular cloth.
So she said that they had to take a big pot and put it in the fireplace with water and boil the diapers in the fireplace. And she said,
The odor was lovely.
and
then we found out that Waltham was good way away from us.
Right.
Had one
laundromat.
laundrette.
It had power, and they had power.
And we took all our bedding and everything else down to this laundry to get it clean. It took us all morning to get it cleaned
And
up.
you left the 3 of us with our grandmother, right?
What?
You left the 3 of us with Nana.
Yeah, yeah. And at that point, we had a ranch wagon, a Ford ranch wagon.
Remember that?
We had it piled with dirty clothes. Oh.
And do you remember the time that...
And we cooked outside, remember?
I don't-
It was September, so we were okay. We cooked. We had an outdoor fireplace that Dad had built.
And how long were we without power? A week?
13 days or something like that,
Wow.
because the power company hired a crew from Binghamton, New York, to come over and restore our power.
Wow.
It was really something.
And then I was
And
telling...
then Grandma had to make coffee for all of the workers. I remember that.
Do you remember the time that Donna fell out of the car? You remember that? we drove in an old sedan, and Donna, the one I was telling you about, we were always getting in a little bit of trouble. We were only like probably four
Yeah,
or
well,
five.
not very old.
And we were all piled in the car, and we got to the house, and Donna was like, it's time to get out of the car. But of course, the car hadn't stopped yet, so she just opens the door and rolls out on the ground. And I don't know who was driving, but it was a big drama because she didn't get hurt at all. But it was like, you never open the door before the car starts. Oh, and how about the car rolling down the hill at the IGA? Do you remember that?
That,
The car.
oh,
The brake?
it was a Volkswagen, and the back door came down.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the time way back in Burlington when the IGA, the grocery store, was built on the crest of a hill, and the parking lot sloped down. And we were parked up front, and Carol couldn't drive at this time, and we were about 5 or 6, probably my kindergarten year. 3 kids in the car with Carol. You went into the IGA, and Donna decided to play car. So Donna went behind the wheel, and she was playing car. All of a sudden, she put it into gear, and it started rolling backwards down the parking lot. Well, just at this, you don't remember this at all?
No.
I remember so, I can see this so vividly. And all of a sudden, we look out the window, and it's like, this is kind of exciting. And Carol's in a total panic because she can't drive. She has no idea what to do. So all of a sudden, we look out the window, and you're coming out with your cart. And all of a sudden, you look, and the car is going backwards down the hill. And you came tearing across the line and somehow reached in and put it in gear. I mean, we hadn't got that much momentum, but enough that you had to run and get in there. You don't remember?